Class 10 Biology. Good morning, student. Today again we will continue the same chapter 4, absorption by roots. First topic is turgor pressure. Here I have drawn one cell, obviously a plant cell having large vacuole. So when cell placed in a hypotonic solution, endosmosis occur, and due to endosmosis cell reached a condition when it cannot accommodate any more water. So the content of the cell will apply a pressure towards the wall. The content of the cell applied a pressure on the wall is called turgor pressure. Once more, when a cell placed in hypotonic solution, endosmosis occur, and due to endosmosis the cell becomes turgid, and due to the turgidity a pressure created towards wall is called turgor pressure. Once more, pressure due to the content towards wall is called turgor pressure. Clear all of you? Now second, wall pressure. So when due to turgidity a pressure applied towards wall also applied a pressure towards the cell content. The cell wall also apply a pressure towards the cell content is called wall pressure. When the turgor pressure exceed wall pressure, when the turgor pressure exceed wall pressure, cell burst. Clear all of you? When the turgor pressure will be higher than the wall pressure, then cell burst. Clear? Now see some definition. Turgidity is the state of a cell in which the cell wall is rigid and stressed by an increase in the volume of vacuoles due to the absorption of water. The cell is then said to be a turgid. Plasmolysis is the contraction of cytoplasm from the cell wall caused due to the withdrawal of water when placed in a strong, that is hypertonic solution. And flaccidity is a condition in which the cell content is shrunken and the cell is no more tight. The cell is then said to be flaccid. Flaccid is just opposite to that of turgid. In turgid, cell bulge, and in flaccid, it shrink. Clear? Now come to the new topic, uses of turgidity in plants. So first of all, turgidity provides rigidity to soft tissue such as leaves. Are you observe any plant during midsummer? The leaves of the plant in midsummer wilted down or droops down. In the midsummer, the leaves of plant wilted down or drooping down. Why this happen? So In the afternoon of midsummer, the intensity of sunlight is maximum. In that intensity of light, these plants prevent excess loss of water by wilting down their leaves. When leaves wilted down, the surface area of the leaves reduce and it reduces the rate of transpiration from the leaves so that it can prevent loss of water from their body, from their parts. Clear? In evening, the leaves again become in evening same plant the leaves of the same plant again erect. How this happen? So when the plant move to the evening, in the evening they again start absorbing water, and due to the absorption of water cells become turgid, and turgid cell provide rigidity to the cell, the leaves again erect. Here in the previous, in the first photograph, first figure, the cells of these leaves are flaccid, but here the cells of the leaves becomes turgid, thus leaves are erect. Clear? Second, turgid pressure help to push through hard ground. So, as in mushroom and in seedling, sometimes the roots of certain trees have been seen to creak the walls or a concrete floor of an adjoining building. This again due to the turgid pressure. This turgid pressure provide rigidity to the roots. These roots helps to penetrate deep into the ground. Third, turgor in root cell build up root pressure. See how? If you cut a well-watered pot plant that is balsam a few centimeters above the soil and immediately fix a glass tubing to it by means of a rubber connection, water will start coming out of the cut into the stem and rise up in the glass tubing. This rising water can rise the mercury field in a connected manometer. This upward flow of water is due to the heavy pressure from the root, which is called root pressure. So root pressure is the pressure developed in the root due to continued inward movement of water through cell to cell osmosis, which help in the ascent of shape upward through the stem. So see, when roots of the plant absorb water, it create a pressure in the roots. That pressure is root pressure. Just consider these are the roots. Due to the continuous inward flow of water, that is from soil to the root, a pressure created here in the base or in the root. This pressure is called root pressure, and this root pressure helps in the ascent of shape upward through the stem. Ascent of shape means upward movement of water dissolved minerals. So once more, due to the continuous inward movement of water, pressure created in the roots, that pressure, root pressure, that help in the ascent of shape, that is upward movement of water through the stem. Number 4. Turgor in opening and closing of stomata. See here. Stomata are the minute pores which are guarded by two bean-shaped guard cells. The inner wall of guard cell are thicker than their outer wall. So this is the outer wall, inner wall is thicker than their inner wall is thicker than their outer wall. So this is the stomata, that are the minute pores which are guarded by to being shaped guard cell. This guard cell contain nucleus, chloroplast. Clear? So when endosmosis occur, that is the inward movement of water from the surrounding cells to the guard cells become turgid and the stomata open. Again, when the guard cell becomes turgid, soon after its turgidity, it start losing water. It start losing water. When guard cell start losing water, that is exosmosis takes place, it becomes flaccid. And due to the flaccidity, it shrunk and the stomata close. Here stomata open and here stomata close. So this opening of the stomata are regulated by the guard cell, and this regulation is due to the turgidity and flaccidity of the guard cell. Clear? Now last, turgor movement. The rapid drooping of the leaves in the sensitive plant Mimosa pudica. An outstanding example of turgor movement, one of the leaves is touched even lightly, the leaflets folded up, and within 2 to 3 seconds the entire leaf droops. If the leaf is touched somewhat strongly, the wave of folding and drooping spread from the stunted leaf to the neighboring leaves. Means Mimosa pudica is one of the unique example that gives idea about the turgor movement. So when we touch sensitive plant, the leaves of that plant drooping down, that means exosmosis occur and the cells of that part becomes flaccid, and due to the flaccidity entire leaves of the plant start dropping, because plants do not have the nervous system. Whatever the response that takes place in the plant is due to the movement of water inward or outward. Clear all of you? Okay. Next day we'll see some more topics in this chapter. Clear? Okay.